center cut keys. What I'm going to leave here is a F-Series ignition coded from the factory with a P code for training, practicing, whatever you want to do with it. And we're also going to leave you an X code to play with so you familiarize yourself with that. First thing I want to do is show you the difference because there's a misconception both center cuts are the same. They are not. So if we go into the F-Series and we go to direct, you'll see the large truck has possibly 4 depths that the key can be cut at. If we go into the smaller chassis, which is that Bronco Sport, Escape, and Maverick, there are 5 depths. So people confuse them. I've had stores bring them to me and the driver mixed them up and we can't decode them because he's commingled them. So this machine with that cutter, you should only use it for the 32,000 series. And I looked in the memory, you've only cut 2 in 2 months. So this will do 98%. So what I've set up on here are the favorites for the 3 most common. The top one is the new pickup, 21 to 24. The second one is the old school X code. And the bottom one is the master side mill from 13 to 25, where it's only cut on one side. So from here, whoever wants to use it, I will walk you through decoding, whatever you want to do. So go back to your favorites and just pick one, whichever one you want to do. Okay, hit the bottom right next. Let's go decode. Okay, unlike the other machine, there are no tip stops. This vise is scribed from position 5 to 0. So we would request in the tip of this key at U0. So you're going to put that into the vise and get the tip of it on U0, and as you tighten it, it will self-center the blade.
It's not like a desperate thing.
Close the shield. Hit next.
Hey, do you know anything about some tactics you're buying from Amazon with some bank taxes? But Brian says he's here and he's not sure he's holding on to it. He came in and you guys said might have been brought to you guys and somebody in there. It's like some cap guy.
Did you go upstairs check in the office?
I let Terry upstairs yesterday. There was nothing. Amazon came in yesterday.
Who left today?
Huh? Are you sending me back out right now or?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Hit OK. And then up here, here's our code. If that box is blank, do not cut the key. That means something wasn't set up. So we can remove it, and we have a test blade, we'll cut it.
Okay, gonna go next.
Yep, we'll put our blade in it. Yeah, well, you can hit next. Yeah, it's just going to prompt you what position.
Oh, that's too much.
Hey, no, that's good. Leave it, leave it.
Is it?
Uncle Zero.
All right. Okay.
Close the shield. This one does not have a vacuum, so every day you clean it good, and then every couple of days dump all the shavings out of it in a tray because it needs to be ultra clean to work. Because it's much more sensitive. That's only XY. This is XYZ. So it's constantly touching reference points.
Again, this is the X series code, the old style key with the X
And the side note.
and the side note.
Right.
And then that one now
That's
is
only for that Escape platform,
okay.
which is 3 vehicles on it: Maverick, Escape, Bronco Sport.
Okay.
So now we're going to remove it and give it a very good cleaning.
So majority of it is gonna. This one's
98% will be
yeah.
here. That's why we're doing this.
Gotcha.
They can take the blade out. This is debris hiding underneath the key. So when the key comes out, there'll be more shavings trapped in it below it. We're going to get it nice and clean. And then every now and then, I always give a little quick, just to the cutter and tracer. There we
Okay.
go. I'm sorry.
And then
Yeah.
rotate. Which one? Which one?
And the stylus there.
Yeah. Please
We
clean the
already
chips
cleaned it.
off
Yeah,
the
we
jar.
cleaned it. There's more in there, but we can clean
It's
it.
just
forever.
giving you just
Yeah,
a,
there's extra chips in there.
so if we do need somehow, it's just I know it's gonna happen.
Of course.
If it breaks,
It's going to break.
how do we change the bit?
I'm going to show you everything.
Sweet.
We have extras here. We have 2 tracing tips and 2 bits. And an extra stylus, because you're going to lose it. Now, on a stylus, where is it? There's a little nest for it back in here. You have an extra, you know it's going to
It's gonna fall, yeah.
Oh, someone's going to take it to the front door.
Yeah, someone's gonna do that.
Yeah, they're going to like it. I'll take it from my phone.
Yeah, of course. That's gonna
Hey,
happen.
where's the stylus? I'm using it on my iPhone. Go get another one.
That's gonna happen. Yeah.
Definitely going to happen. Take it out, clean it up, and then we'll test it in our cylinder. You know what's too? I'm going to show you something else. There's a channel that's not used for forward and the back. It kind of traps stuff. It's for a magnet that we're not going to use, but it's there. Okay, let's test it. Nice, spot on. So now let's say the next job that comes in is an old excursion, and I'm going to show you a trick with this. So let's go back to the little house. Hit OK. And we'll go back to our home. And then we're going to go to our Xcode series, favorites, Xcode, next, decode. Now, it does prompt you to go to Uncle 1,
Right.
but here's my advice. Any one of those keys that comes in as 1, it's 15 years old. Go beyond 1, especially with a custom, how much? 30 thousandths of an inch?
Right.
Enough to compensate for the material that's worn off that tip.
So always go above that.
Absolutely. With the Xcode, because with that point, it's like a ship's bow.
So pretty much the
Go
old
past it a little.
UO then.
No, not
or a
you.
little bit.
Yeah, go a little past 1.
Okay.
A little past 1, and it gives you that little safety blanket that it stands a much better chance of reading it.
Okay.
Push that inside. You can cut that if you want. Let's get it decoded. If you don't want to cut it, you don't have to cut it. Just showing you how easy it is without swapping cutters, and it's just going to transition from one forward key to the other. No downtime.
So this is just the Bronco Sport, the Escape, this
Maverick.
one, and a Maverick, and this one's just the rest.
Everything.
But you didn't clean it. You
I
didn't
did not
clear
clean it out.
Yeah, you did.
All the part now. The other thing is no parts from that work with this, and vice versa.
So that makes
Including the calibration block.
It's
Every tool and part with this is unique. So don't commingle
Right.
any parts.
And then obviously you're gonna go through it, but
Calibration?
yeah.
Oh, it's involved.
Okay.
Yep, it's 10 minutes. to do
10
it right.
minutes.
Yeah. It's a 10-minute. That was a 1, 2, 3. Hit OK. There's our code.
Right.
Now, if there's no code, let's say the customer's key is whittled down like a stick. I'm going to show you what you can do.
Okay. Take it out.
No, you can leave it in. Give me the stylus for a second. So, let's say it has an image but with no code. Take a picture of it with your phone or write it down. Go back into it. Go into direct. And now you can start to load some of the things in it, and then hit find code. And then as you move them around, I'm leaving 2 out. Look, it just found 3 codes. It's very powerful. And you know you're gonna get that customer with a brass stick and he wants a copy. And it's not Motorcraft service because it's a 2006. This is the way you can work around it once you develop the skills. Okay, what we're gonna simulate now, and I'm actually gonna call the factory on this. We're gonna simulate that you've gone to use the machine and it says invalid jaw. And you look down and that little tracer tip is bent. So we have 2 new ones here. So what you would do is you never touch this. Never, that sets the height. So what you would do is loosen this little set screw. And unfortunately, it looks like we need a needle nose. This one is, for some reason, very tight to get out. I can't get it out. But we would insert the new one, bottom it out into the chuck, and gently tighten it. Okay, so now our new one is in. I'm gonna let you take it from here and let you do every step on your own.
Okay.
Okay. What's inside the toolkit is another tracer. It's for calibration purposes only. It has nothing to do with the one that reads the key. And if you look at it, it is much shorter. Okay. So, go into setup. Go into calibrations. We work our way from left to right. Hit tracer setup. So we're assuming the new tracer has already been installed. It wants the calibration block put in. So you're gonna put this in the vise and it will go, you're gonna have to open it because it's thick and it's gonna go in until that roll pin touches on the vise. Remember, that's a little thicker than a key. There you go. That should be fine. Push it until the roll pin hits and then clamp it tight. Great job. Okay, hit next. Start. Lower the tracer. Okay, the only time you'll lower this tracer is when the screen prompts you. The screen does not know what the machine's doing. It's a flow chart. Loosen that knob, and it's going to drop down about 3/8 of an inch. Now tighten it. There you go. Hit OK. Remove the cutter. So you're going to take the T-handle,
Okay.
spin the chuck by hand till you find the set screw.
Which is this one right here, right? Okay.
That's the tracer. Remember, the screen prompt, remove the cutter.
So the cutter's right
On the left side. The cutter is the one that spins
Where's
and
the,
cuts the key. The cutter. This is the cutter.
I know, right, but where's the...
You have to spin it by hand. 'cause
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
There it is,
gotcha.
right there. Whoop. Yep,
Okay.
you got it. And that should come out. Now I'm gonna call a factory and complain about the tracer. Because
Okay.
I've had a bunch of them. That thing should drop out. Should not have to get a needle nose. Okay? Get okay? Install tracer T00.
Which is
And if you
this.
look at that with your phone, there is a number etched on it. So you'll see there's a part number on it. That's going to go in place of the cutter just for this one step.
So this one you just pull
All
underneath?
the way in until the bottoms, and then gently tighten it because it's coming out in 2 minutes. It's only in there to collect information.
As of right now, it's not just
Man.
do it once. And then you take a half hour, whatever.
Great. Close up the shield. Hit OK. Now it's going to move around and collect information. The reason the cutter had to come out is the cutter's got flutes in it. So when the cutter is touching the block, it could move. It's not, you know, even though it's symmetrical, you're not going to get a good reading. That's why that special tracer goes in. And then it will come out in about a minute. Okay, lift the tracer. So we're going to open up our shield. We're going to loosen this, lift it up about a ½ inch, and then on the right, so don't touch the tracer. Get your finger off the tracer. Loosen the knob.
Okay.
Okay. Now lift the knob up.
All the way?
Yeah. Now lift it up.
It won't let me.
Okay. Yeah, there it goes. It's spring loaded. Okay. Lift it up and push it off to the right. There's like a part. There you go. Put it to the right, and now it just sits there. Leave it there. Close the shield. Hit OK.
Thank you.
Okay. Calibration's complete. Hit OK. And now you have to hit that save button. And now hit yes. If you do not complete those last 2 steps, all your data is lost.
Okay.
Go to the bottom right and hit back.
So pretty much start all over again,
Right,
then,
hit
huh?
back. Let's go to tracer adjustment number 2. Hit start. Remove the tracer from the cutter spindle. So where you took the cutter out, it wants that tracer taken out and back in its tube. So from the cutter spindle.
So,
Oh, you have to follow the prompts.
so this one.
Correct, yeah. If you don't follow the prompts, you'll never get the machine running. All right, so we want to take that one out of the cutter, put it back in its tube, and we're going to reinstall the primary cutter.
All right.
Here
So,
we go. Here it is. And then we'll give it a little snug.
so first, okay first.
No, put the cutter in it.
Just gonna.
Yeah, then put the cutter. Yeah, it'll tell you to put it in. It doesn't. You could press OK, but we're good with it. Yeah. Bottom it out into the chuck and give it a nice gentle snug. There we go. Beautiful. Close up that shield and let's hit OK. It's telling you to put the cutter in. We already have. Hit OK. Now it's going to move around and it's going to collect more information. Now it's collecting it with the cutter instead of the tracer tip. Right. And now it's going to instruct you to lower the tracer and lock it. So you're going to open the shield, take it out of the park position, let it come down. It's spring loaded. It's down. Tighten it. There we go. Excellent. Hit OK. Close the shield up. OK. Hit OK. Hit the back button. Go to jaw setup. There are 7 possible jaws. For Ford, we're using Uncle. Light up Uncle. Hit start. And that, yeah, there's no shade. It's telling me to clean it.
Okay.
And now it's going to move around and collect more information. And this is the final step. And then we're done. So it is a little involved. You don't want to get interrupted because the screen, if someone touches it while you're gone, it'll be out of sync and you'll be frustrated with it. Okay, same process. Hit OK, and then it wants you to hit save. Hit yes. Now you've saved it. Everything is complete. Go back to the house. We'll take the block out, put the block away. And if we want, we could do a decode.
Okay.
We'll put the block back in its little toolkit. Now we could decode any of our known.
Where's the bag?
Yeah, I got a little baggie for it.
Okay.
Yeah, and everything is in here.
Then go back.
Yeah,
to
we'll
the
pick
other
whatever
one.
one you want to pick. You want to do the X or the P?
Let's do a side meal.
We're gonna have to get a side mill. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, do it. I may have one in
let's-
bed. You want to do side mill?
Yeah,
Let me see
try
if we
side
have
meal.
one. No.
That's okay. Then we'll do the
Yeah, I didn't bring one because it's like 10 years old, so I
Okay.
only brought new stuff. Yeah. Yeah, do the center cut again. F6.
okay next.
Decode. Put it in Uncle Zero. There's your blade. Okay.
So if you go past Uncle Zero,
It'll
just
self-compensate.
accidentally-
It'll compensate.
Okay.
Let's say you're 30, 40,000's past it.
Uh-huh.
It's going to compensate for it.
Okay. So next, please close the shield. Okay.
And you have my cell phone number, right? I would shut it at night. It's, I know you've been leaving that long.
Now-
for years.
the light. I see there's light
Yes.
there. Where's the light bulb? So if you
It's an
need,
LED.
so it isn't okay. So you don't need to
I've
do
never
anything there.
had one blow up. Yeah, yeah. Well, I've had
Well,
machines.
make sure.
I've had machines get a little crazy
Yeah.
and they had to go back. I've had maybe 2 or 3. I had
Because I learned never say never. Next thing you know,
yeah,
someone's gonna
I had
accidentally
4 to
break it.
downtown LA went bad, and I had 2 in Florida where people got angry with it. Hey, this thing's no, one was a bad ground. I went to the dealer, I checked it, I couldn't get it, factory replace like a grounding strap. But overall,
Obviously, I mean, even if the light's not working, hopefully that never happens. It still runs.
And we'll replace it.
Yeah.
Look, there's a 2-year warranty for the relationship you have with me and Brian and his whole group. I'll make sure it's covered. We're not gonna have any nonsense with it. Hit OK. See if you pull our code.
Yep.
We're good. We're golden. All right, so you're done. So I'll put all the stuff in the top drawer. You've got your cylinder. You've got your X code. You've got S blanks. You've got your little T handle, and that's it. All right, this stuff you keep. That's my office number, but you have my cell phone, right?
Right.
Somewhere, someone's got it.
Okay.
I'll be here till
And then this is the extra one.
The
is in
extra
here.
one is in here.
Oh, the extra one's in there.
Yeah, you got all the way to your little nest. Yeah,
Okay.
and that's it. Right. The whole secret is following the screen prompts, and it's good.
And this is the. Oh,
Yeah, and you got to keep it real clean. Remember, you just want to, you want to keep it nice and clean, and then every couple of days dump out the
you're
debris.
gonna have to keep separate
That's it.
area.
Yeah.
But obviously.